What's up, baby? This is the bull. This morning, I'm going to be pulling up some sweet potato vines and securing my next year's planting. This way, when you pull up the vines there, a lot of the vines already have roots on them, so I can clip off individual leaves that already have a root on them, and I can put them in my garden beds there to continue rooting. And once they get to once it starts getting a little bit too cold, then I'll pull them up, throw them all in individual containers, and overwinter them in my garage or in the house somewhere. Mostly probably gonna do them in my little grow room downstairs in my man cave. But either way, that's the way I'm gonna go about it this year. So let me show you what I'm doing here. As you can see here, I pulled up a sweet potato. Now this area here, over here, this is where I had my corn planted. And prior to that, I had put a few potato cuttings in there just to see what they would do. And then I had forgot all about them because I wasn't really prepared to really do anything in this area here this past year. And I planted the corn right on top of them. And I do have sweet potatoes planted in my garden bed on my fence on the other side over there. But as you can see, those little potato cuttings put out some potatoes there. And I'm pretty sure there's several more potatoes down there, but that's not what I'm after right now. Right now, what I'm after is getting these vines that I have here. And as you can see, in the individual plants there, I'll take this plant and I'll cut it like right there. As you can see, it already has roots there. All the little joints where the vines were touching the ground there would set root. So that's a quick way of getting your sweet potato plants for the following year, instead of putting them in on those potatoes themselves and waiting for them to develop roots. You can shut up. I can continually get a lot of slips this way here. Well, that's kind of enough because I already did some yesterday. So I'm going to cut these up and show you what I'm doing. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm at my garden bed there, and I'll show you a closer up in a few minutes there. But what I'm particularly doing here, right now here, I'm just cutting. Cut this one for right now. All right, so I just cut this one here, and it has a nice single leaf there. But then, as you can see, all the nice roots that it has there. So I'm going to go ahead and plant this one down in the garden bed and just let it continue developing its roots. And mainly, this is all set. I can plant this in a little pot there already and have it, overwinter in my garage or in my little grow room for next year. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant them in these garden beds for right now, just not to have to deal with them inside the grow room for right now. So there's one of many. All right, guys, how y'all doing? So, as you can see, I'm here at my garden bed. Each one of these leaves that you see is an individual plant, and and as you can see, like right here, I have this bundle here, right? But I cut these vines up into individual plants, and as you can see, the root here at the end on each flower there, each leaf. So I have about 30 of them here, and I probably have, I don't know, about another 30 already in the bed. So these will be all my starter plants for next year. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave them here for a little bit until it gets later into the season. Then I'll dig them back up, and I'll put them into individual little containers here, and I'll bring them into the house, into the little grow room. So as you can see here, I can take this one plant here, and I already have a little pot over here. So what I'm going to do is get some of this soil out of here. I can get the plant in there. All right, so there you go. So that'll be one plant for next year, and then you know what one plant can do in terms of getting all kinds of sweet potatoes there. So I probably won't need all these there. So, but I'm probably going to plant them all. I'm going to do a lot of. I'm going to plant a lot of them in pots next year, in containers, and then back into the garden bed that I had them in. So I'm going to grow a lot of sweet potatoes next year. So there you go. Now these ones here, like I said, I'm gonna just get them there, and let them continue growing until I harvest them to bring them back into the house to let them continue to grow in the grow room. All right, guys, y'all take care. Much love from the Bulls Garden.